Hey y'all, back for another video, growing up hip hop.
Season 6, episode 7.
There you go. Before we start, tell them what to do, D.
Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and that's a sunflower seed.
Here.
All right, y'all. Growing Up Hip Hop, season 6, episode 7 starts with
All
Boogie and Savannah. They have a little date over at Boogie's place.
Boogie had a nice spot.
Boogie has a nice spot. Boogie, you should have just took her out. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel two ways about that too. Okay, he could have just took her out if he was really getting to know her, but then after she got over there and start, showing who she is, I was like, I'm glad Boogie saved this little money and taking her some darn where. But I feel like he should have just, if you wanted to take her on a date, you don't take her straight to your house. Or say, why don't you come over? Like, say what it is. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't have her thinking she's going on a date and she's really not.
Yeah, that seemed a little, like you said, two ways. One way, look creepy on your part, Boogie, especially when we heard about the girls and you.
We don't know about coming to your house, Boogie.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much going on over there. But yeah, she did show her ass. So when she got there, did she ask for the Gucci and Prada?
Girl, wait. First of all, what the fuck was Boogie trying to feed her?
Girl, he looked like he had some of them what's them TV dinners?
Stofers?
Stofers, yeah, he had Stofers, and then he took the little cocktail shrimp that be in a little plastic, and he was picking it up with his hand.
That was all bad. Yeah, she came in there and asked, like, did he have a gift for her, like a Gucci or Chanel? Straight in the door.
Said they was in the corner, and she was like, where?
He said Gucci, Chanel, all that. Why? And okay, Savannah, if that's what you're used to, then why are you going out with Boogie? Because he's not giving you that type of, he don't look like he out here tricking. Sorry, that's just not the vibe,
We'll get that from him.
Matter of fact, he said he is not a trick.
That's what he said.
And I don't blame him. Why should he? Boogie could get 3 girls to the crib at the same time. Why is he tricking you? You ain't did nothing.
That's Dame Dash, son, baby. You ain't finna get too much out of him. He got Dame in him.
I mean, I don't understand that mentality. Why am I, if I went to somebody's house for the first time and this Gucci and Chanel and, that's what I'm being gifted for no reason, I would be like, this is, what is this gonna cost me?
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep your Chanel, thank you.
Exactly.
So since Boogie's food was a bust, she decided she wanted to eat some Popeyes. Now, how you go from Gucci and Chanel
to Popeyes?
Didn't she just want Popeyes?
She said, I want that chicken sandwich, that spicy chicken sandwich.
The bougetto of it all. She high class. She wants that high class Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Girl, you ain't that high class. We saw how you was living, so
This girl got dollar signs.
Yeah. Oh my God. Back in the day, that remind me we used to ride around with the No Limit tank on our ear. Like that was so.
I have a picture of me and Tony, and I swear I got chandeliers hanging.
On that.
The earrings was like all the way down here.
Oh my goodness.
They discussed him and Brianna and that whole situation and why they were fighting. And he said, he was trying to, give her an intervention because she gave him one. Right. And Savannah asked, like, what was his intervention for and what was he doing? And he said he was drinking and doing pills, drinking lean and doing pills.
She judged him because she didn't get the Gucci Because if she had got the Gucci,
She wouldn't have had no problem with it. She came through to see
Okay.
because in the back of her mind, she's probably like, this Dame Dash son, you know.
Yeah, that's what she did.
That's what she's
Yeah.
thinking. Let me go see.
Yeah.
She said, what right do you have to tell her not to drink? And he said, because I'm a friend. She didn't have nothing else to say about that. Because there you go.
That's what it is.
Boogie asked, what are we doing? Slow down, Boogie. You're not doing nothing.
Yeah, I was like, really? What are we like?
You're not even technically on your first date.
Right.
You know.
What are we doing here? What?
The first date was with
we sitting there, we about to eat some Popeyes. That's what we doing. What you talking about? This ain't no we.
They haven't even been on a date. The first date they was hanging out with Egypt and Sam. So this was supposed to be the first date. He decided to not. Then they start talking about seeing toes and sucking toes, and
I was so confused. I was like, we're sucking toes now? What? I'm so confused. That's why you don't go to Boogie house. Cause see, it got real perverted real quick.
It's like they went from Popeye's chicken to sucking toes. Boogie got up and all I saw was his underpants. I'm on Boogie to pull up his damn pants.
Come on.
Savannah said he's not her type. I don't think they're either. They're not. It's a no.
They're not compatible at all. Move on. You tried it. You saw her. She was cute. You tried it. Move on.
Well, and I mean, she's young, but she was young the first time you met her. So
she was young, but he young acting.
Exactly. Exactly.
You just said you saw the boy whole underwear.
Right. That's the ass shot.
Yeah.
We move over to Twist is having a party at his house.
All right, Twist. That same house. We was in that same backyard. He was hoping Brianna
with that artificial grass in the back.
Oh,
Twisting the blankets and the bonnets and the house shoes, and he just don't want to get up. He just want to be comfortable. He doesn't want to get dressed.
Baby. He want to stay in his pajamas and his house shoes. I like the house shoes though. I mean, I ain't gonna be wearing them out the house.
I like the idea. I think it's a good look. Like, I
mean, if anything, I'm gonna buy some Twists. It's gonna be some pajamas and some house shoes.
I see them everywhere.
Yeah,
so I wasn't even mad at that. Eric and his wife are on the way to the party.
Oh my God, go on and give it to me because I've been waiting. Ever since I saw her in that car, I said she finna go in about his wife once again. What did she have on?
Some dusty ass tank. She had on some tight ass tank top, and
she tried to get a little fancy for you. She cropped it up.
Listen, she jailed that thing over to the side. Eric, send her to the ATL because clearly ain't nobody. She's a second person. Her and what's that girl that I don't like in Atlanta?
Oh, Drew.
Her and Drew in their LA hairdressers.
Yeah, but Drew probably in LA. She in Compton. Yeah.
I guess the whole but she did throw that Gucci bag up there so you can see that Eric is making a little change.
Did you do that? I saw that.
I was like, oh, this girl is just, they don't have no Maybelline, no CoverGirl, no hairdressers, and no shirts with sleeves, I guess, because she's a hot ass mess. Eric. We're out here worrying about other folks and what they do, and you need to be worrying about what you got going on right there. Help this girl out. But he ain't no better, so he's still running around with a step away from a Jerry curl.
You're right. But I'm trying to figure out how you dare fish your mouth to have a conversation with me about a chick that you was trying to get with when we was together. I'm like, if she don't slap him dead in his face right now, Man, you overly concerned about this chicken.
He is worked up. He is very worked up. Why?
Ooh.
Anyway.
She crazy.
Anyway. Cree and Savannah are on the way to the party also. Cree was like, I don't know about going to Twist's house. Like last time I seen Twist, we didn't really blend so well. And
they still ain't really blend.
No. Oh, I think he's like desires her deep down, you know.
Man.
But he knows that would never happen. So his other alternative is to just be a jerk. She asked Savannah about Boogie. Boogie said he ain't rich enough. She need an 8-figure nigga.
She said what she said.
What is she bringing to the table?
Right.
Like she walk around saying that, like, you know, Cree is over here building an empire all on her own without, you know, her father's money and any of that. What are you doing?
Girl.
Selling sweatshirts? I ain't seen
We don't know. She won't tell us. Hell, Boogie.
And I feel like that's weird too. When somebody says, what do you do? And I feel like that's a question that everybody asks. When you meet people, that's just part of the conversation. Hi, I'm so-and-so. You start talking. What do you do? You know, this is what I do. It's just a normal part of everyday conversation. So I don't go around saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
The ones that do, drug dealer.
Well, they have a creative way of explaining that situation too. Cree is hoping that Vanessa, say again? Yeah. Cree is hoping that Vanessa squashed the situation with TT. She don't know that Vanessa threw her ass under the bus, made it seem like she was a gossip. And
man, Vanessa screwed that stuff all the way up.
She did.
Delivery was all the way off.
She did.
Now they mad. She mad at
y'all. But I mean, I don't know. TT, I don't think there was any way for the Vanessa to make it right now. Now that I'm looking at it, TT was gonna be mad anyway.
TT made me mad this episode, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to be on her side, but now I'm like not on none of their side. Yeah. They all stupid. Flash over to Boogie and Sam. Boogie don't have, I guess Boogie is the only person that will film with Sam. Like there's nobody else will do it. So Boogie will go do it. And I'm like, Boogie just sat up there and was talking about how Savannah is too young. Well, stop hanging out with Egypt and Sam to meet girls then, because they're 12. So what? Right.
You said you 30 something. We know Egypt just turned 20, if 21 maybe.
Yeah, is she 21 yet?
She just had her 21 party, didn't she, last year?
So yeah, because she's a woman now. I forgot.
Yeah.
Boogie said he wants to open another sober living house. So I'm glad he said that, because I didn't know what Boogie was doing.
Boogie said he want to open. Boogie ain't doing
another one. He wants to open another one. So that would imply that the last one.
Oh, so the first one is open?
Still open. It wasn't in Vegas. I'm trying to remember, because he is staying in Vegas.
He was going to Vegas. Yeah, he did. Yeah. That's why he couldn't go to the party.
Sam was giving us fashions outside with a fur coat on. I couldn't tell what the weather was over there.
Stop it.
He had on a whole parka in LA. So yeah.
He was like, this is it. This is where I did my that video with the thong and the boxing. Like
he want to mention OnlyFans every time he comes. Maybe he's trying to get followers, or OnlyFans.
Dude, sit down.
Did I ever send you that video of that girl talking about when she moved out, she was gonna get her OnlyFans.
He gonna say, Sam said TT spending more time trying to hurt me. TT ain't thinking about you, dude. It's about you.
How does TT getting married in Jamaica, that's her home, have anything to do with Egypt and Sam?
He crazy. He's a narcissist.
Like if I was from Jamaica, of course I would want to get married there.
Shit. Why not?
Because that's where everybody wants to go anyway. You can just come to the crib and be on vacation.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure, so, because they don't really say what Sean does. They just say that he travels for work. So I'm assuming he's in the marijuana industry too.
Oh, that's why he going down there?
I think that's what he's doing. Because somebody said something at that party. I think it was Twist. Said Sean could pay him in
Oh,
weed.
he did say that. He did say
So
that.
I was like, okay, well, that makes sense why he would be in Jamaica, why he would be doing business in Jamaica. So then he has ties to Jamaica too. They both do. That's where they met.
That'll be like me saying I'm getting married and I'm coming to Florida. Why would you question that? You know what I'm saying?
Because that's where people get married at. And you got people here. So, and I don't know how that's ruining other folks' life. I don't know. But that's what they stuck on. They don't have nothing else going on except to say that TT. And listen, TT went too far back last season. She went way too far trying to get involved in that. She did.
Yeah.
Regardless of what her intentions were, she went out of her way to try to sabotage the whole proposal and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. She had made her miss the.
She went through all of that.
Way too much.
Right, and at that point, Pep and Tretch had already co-signed it, so there was nothing left really for her to be that involved in. So but
after they co-signed it, that was it.
Let that go. So she did what she had to do, and that's that. So twist party, people start getting to the party, and Eric goes straight to TT.
Doing too damn much.
First of all, he said, "Where's the baby?" Well, where's your 12 kids? I don't see y'all didn't bring none of y'all children to the party.
Thank you.
Who's bringing their kids to Twist house? That don't sound like a good idea.
You already know what it's going. You're gonna be high before you hit the
walking in the door.
House.
And then he was like, "And where your man?" Well, I don't really be seeing Sean at a whole lot of stuff too.
I was gonna say that. Is Sean ever around for you to?
Not really. So was he at the engagement party? I haven't seen Sean. Don't be at parties like that.
That'll be like somebody question me about Denny. Where your man at? Oh, work? Where he always at? Like,
I mean, it wouldn't if they knew him, but do Eric and Sean know each other like that? And then he's like, "So what's up?" Like she owes him an explanation about things.
Do Sean know Eric was trying to get with her? Do he know him?
I don't think he does. I was like, Eric, he is bitch made. I knew last week when they first told him he seemed more bothered than he should have.
Oh, he did.
And now he really showing his ass. TT arrives at the party and they all looking crazy. They made that whole thing so awkward. She was acting weird. They was acting weird. Eric said, "Where your man?" And TT was like, "I'm gonna go say hi to the host." And I remember pulling that very same move at your party. I can't. I won't say who it was, but I definitely did that.
I know who it was.
Cree and Savannah arrived. TT says the rumor is stupid. She's mad at Savannah for starting it.
Savannah didn't start it.
Savannah definitely didn't start it.
You so mad you ain't even gonna find out what it is. It sounds stupid.
Twist asked Cree to put on the house slippers and she said no. He wouldn't put on a mask at her party, so she's not putting on slippers at his party. And he's still throwing shade.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's about.
He said something about her foot, the size of her feet or something. Something he said.
Yeah, he said her feet was big or something crazy. Brianna arrives, goes straight to the alcohol.
Brianna came in like a fiend. She was like, he was
Where
like,
to drink?
She was like, I'm thirsty. She came straight in.
Oh, Brianna, it's sad. It's not even. I was done when she was at the restaurant pouring shots in her sweet tea. She's, it's unfortunate, Brianna, that you want to act like it's cool to, be acting an alcoholic everywhere you go.
Bragging on.
The girls are painting. I thought it was cool that Twist had a little activity set up. He had his shoes up there. Unlike some people over in Beverly Hills, he didn't charge the guests for the gifts for the shoes.
Right.
He just gave them away.
Right. Price tag.
I like the idea of them painting like a logo or whatever. That was a fun activity. Brianna, she's an artist, so she was helping them improve their skills. Cree painted some kind of black heart with squiggles all over it. I guess she was.
She's in her feelings.
I don't. And she don't like Twist. She don't like her daddy. So she was very clear where she felt. Her feeling was like a blooded black heart. Take it easy, Cree.
Thank you.
While the girls, that was another weird thing. So all the girls are over there painting and talking to each other, except TT. TT wants to chill with Twist. Why? When have TT and Twist been cool like that?
Never, making it so obvious.
So I was like, y'all are acting so weird, because at the end of the day, I personally feel like I don't owe y'all no explanation. I heard y'all heard a rumor. Egypt is out here, trying to start shit with me, and I'm not getting ready to let her, rain on my parade. Yeah. Moving on, because I don't have to tell y'all shit.
That's all she had to say. When Eric said that, that's what she should have said.
I would have been like, "What you mean? What's up? What you mean? What's up?
What you out here trying to question about this little rumor? I heard what was going on. Like, just be real. I would have flipped it on him, maybe.
On him. That's kind of bitch made, my dude. Like, I wouldn't expect you to be all up in some bullshit like that.
Right.
Why don't you run over there and get that girl to the hairdresser? How about that?
You've been holding that one in.
Just saying. Cree and Savannah have a conversation. Cree talks about how Luke, pretty much rejects her in terms of, her reaching out and him not being receptive. And Savannah said she can relate. And I bet she can, because we know Stevie is out here being a whole fool. Her stepmama was supposed to lead.
Shit, hell, before that, Mimi was crazy, just as crazy.
Mimi, Jocelyn. Now she got what's the name? Faith, and we know Faith is crazy.
Faith
too.
Over there beating on Stevie.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on. Stevie Jr. was there, but he's not. He didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't include him in nothing, and he's a nice kid. He's probably too nice for this, and he's young.
Yeah.
Bree and TT and Twist chill on a blanket because I guess they're all right. Well, TT and Bree are cool again because the last time they was at Twist's house, it was a different story. Bree said she was gonna have a dinner party at her house because she heard she was off-putting. And Twist said, what kind of pudding was she on?
What kind of pudding? He said, what kind of pudding?
He's stupid. So, yeah. Well, I mean, Bree, stop acting like you be having a bad attitude, girl. Quit.
You know you do.
You do. Sober, you have a bad attitude, and not sober, you really be, wilding.
All the way up.
Eric and his messy wife acting weird. TT and Vanessa acting weird. They all standing around acting like a bunch of weirdos.
They was over there talking so loud though. So
about her.
They wanted her to come over there. Like they were loud as hell on purpose. Had to be because she was like right there.
Why would I be at a party though talking about somebody's man cheating on them? Why? Like I don't give a shit. If she like it, I love it. Keep them carry on. They having a nobody said, and I don't know why they got this idea. Nobody said she didn't know. Not one time did Egypt say he was cheating on her and she didn't know. She said the nigga cheated. And the way she said it, I assume Titi knew about it. Like, I don't know why they're acting like, I wonder if she knows that he's cheating on her. Nobody said that.
That's what it looks like to me.
Savannah's a gold digger because Cree brought up Boogie and yeah, Savannah was very open with he ain't her type. He ain't got enough money for her.
Money. Right.
Eric gets all his feelings. And then he go, I saw your bill at the weed store. Why are you spending so much money like that?
I was confused.
Does he know her? Had he met her?
I don't know. Was he saying you ain't got to spend that much because you know you get the family discount, or was he questioning how much she was like? How much did she get? Did he think she was selling it?
I didn't hear him say nothing about no discount. I heard him questioning her like he was her big cousin. Like, why are you spending all this money?
So was it how much money she spent, or was it the amount that she had bought? Like that you was concerned about? Like I was so confused with that whole.
To me, it was about the money because then he turned around and he said, I know she just started her clothing line, but it's a new business and I know how long it takes to make a profit in a new business and we haven't seen anything yet. That sounds like him counting her coin.
Mm.
And she said, you should be surprised. I mean, you should be so glad I'm supporting your Black business. And he said, well, let's be clear. It's not just Black. And I was like, ah, ha, ha.
You know that's how you got it. we know we talked about that. Yeah.
I was like, so yeah.
Yeah.
So that part.
Come on now, they not letting us get that. I keep telling y'all, they is not letting us own these dispensaries.
But he didn't say it like that. Like he was like, I started a weed business and and then when they showed it, I was like, I see that white man. So and this is nice.
Ain't nobody around here
in that store. Like this is nice. This doesn't look like. And it's not that a Black person can't have a nice store. It's that Eric and his wife is over there busted with that busted hairstyle and his busted Jerry curl. And it just don't seem like they would have such a nice establishment without any help. So that part. T finally comes up. I was like, they've been over there painting and had cocktails and hot dogs and hamburgers. And she came over there like, hi guys. Well, we've been here for hours.
Yeah.
And why didn't any of them try to go say hi to her? Even Vanessa was like, she mad at me. When did she say that?
She probably acted a fool though when she walked out on that last episode. She probably acted a fool on her.
Well, I mean, you had to know when you went over there with being the bearer of bad news. That could go one of two ways.
The way you told it. You made her mad at you, or she should have only been.
She should have only been mad at Egypt because she could have just been like, she didn't even have to say Savannah or Cree. She should have been like, Egypt is out here spreading a rumor about you and your husband. And I don't want to say where I heard it from because it don't matter. But just know that Egypt is out here saying stuff about your man cheating on you. That's what she should have said, but you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But went over there talking about they don't know you and I don't like them. she puts a little extra on that one.
No, Titi says she wasn't telling them hoes nothing, and she addressed that rumor when Sean comes home. Sean ain't never there. Whew, this dude. I don't know why they need an explanation. Why she needs to make a formal thing about.
I mean, you talking about Sam in Egypt. You just be like they on some BS. Who not gonna believe that? They hate Sam. That whole crew. Don't mess with Sam like that. So what you think they gonna say? Twist came over there like, hey, we gonna go there and you looking crazy. I mean, if you thinking you gonna postpone the wedding, you making it look like it's more than what it was. It's COVID. It didn't sound crazy.
Listen, if he cheated and you forgave him, that's still none of their business. And I don't think they would be judging.
Y'all at home with a whole baby.
Y'all have made a decision to continue and, like I said, making wedding plans. So you gonna let Sam in Egypt in that foolishness, you know, but TT is one of those that she wants to have a certain image. She's so worried about
that. That ain't the world.
She worried about what it looked like. Because if she wasn't, it wouldn't, like at that point at which you decided to forgive him, there it is.
Look like to Vanessa, who man ain't nowhere around. JoJo and him and his girl, yeah, they got married, but hell, they was beefing all the way up too. And they ain't gonna talk
Speaking of which, Tanise, that's her name. Tanise looked just as pretty as the rest of the girls. Like low key, like her weave is better than TT's wig. Eric, why you can't help your girl? I'm just saying. Not for nothing, like JoJo don't have his girl out here looking at their food. Like they didn't, you know, usually when people start on shows, they don't start with all of that glam.
Right.
But Tanise been right there, right with him.
From the beginning.
Yeah. So, yeah. Eric, you got a lot more stuff to worry about than what's going on with TT and Savannah in her pocket.
Get all of that together, please.
Get that together. Hey, we got a Chinese weave store around the corner over here in Orlando. Shoot. Cree works out with her mom. They have a little conversation about, you know, her dad and that relationship. And, you know, her mother encourages her to just go talk to him. Because he's the only person that's going to be able to give you any kind of closure or whatever it is you need from that. That was just a real quick little thing. TT and Sean's back and they have a conversation about, you know, the rumor.
Sean said you sound stupid as hell.
He said, we finna postpone the wedding. We're not finna have our wedding on TV, which I feel like, are you crazy? They about to pay for all this?
They finna pay for this. You crazy. that's what he wanted to say.
I feel like Sean is the one that he don't really have a problem talking about it. You know what I'm saying? He know what he did. It's all her. Because every time he talks about it, you can see him trying to edit himself to not say what she's comfortable with.
And she be looking crazy. But then she acting like Contessa. She have saying stuff. So, you know, he talking about, I had a lie and said I was at Verizon when I proposed to you. And then she said, yeah. Then she turned around and said, but I don't like liars. Like, well, I was like, huh?
He had to lie and say he was up to something. Got to be missing in the part of that conversation because I was
because she ended but I don't like liars. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all doing this half-ass talking.
Why would he have to lie and say he was at the Verizon store when he was going to propose?
I guess so. She wouldn't be questioning where he at, where you at, where he at. And why she doing that? Because something happened.
Right. Why would she be doing that?
Right.
Like not long enough for him to what? Like that was confusing. So yeah. She keeps saying they. What they is she talking about? Is she talking about they, them, all these niggas on Love and Hip Hop, or they, Salt and Pepper? I mean, not Salt, Pepper in Egypt, and
So like, don't put me in that shit.
and then he keeps saying we barely argue. I want him to stop saying that.
Stop saying that. That sounds dumb. Y'all argue every time we see y'all. It's an argument. Every time, every conversation, it turns to her.
Well, I don't know why we had to wait for him to get home, get to town to decide what I'm going to tell my friends.
That it makes sense.
I'm going to wait for you to get back to town so I can determine what I should be telling my friends besides none of your damn business. This is,
Right.
you know, I'm not finna get in no conversation about no rumor. Me and Sean are good. Wedding, moving on. Any questions? That's what I thought.
What man addresses stuff like that with a group of people? Like,
that aren't his friends.
yeah.
Sean was like, we about to pay for this ourselves when these people was finna fly to Jamaica. If she does that, she's stupid as hell.
She is dumb. But we ain't seen no wedding either, so she might not even did it. Because I ain't seen no picture. But she said they was going to postpone and do the COVID too, so we'll see.
Well, she also said that they would talk about it at Brianna's party. That's a perfect time to address the cheating rumor at the party.
Dummy.
Hope they got pudding. So, Cree and Luke. This was an interesting conversation. Luke is an asshole. Mm-hmm. First of all, his 60-year-old ass is flirting with the 19-year-old waitress.
Oh my goodness, she clearly looked like a baby. Go somewhere, Luke.
And then he said, no, too young, 25 and up. Because that's much better, granddad. Granddad.
Stop it. Stop it.
Cree comes in and Luke is not there by himself. He got her half sister and her cousin is sitting there.
Uh-huh. You need a backbone, I guess.
I mean, first of all, it's going to be awkward to bring up issues with people already sitting there. And now we're supposed to be talking about something that's personal and sensitive to me. But now,
then your cousin invite you there to have that conversation. Get your ass up.
He should have just excused himself. I don't know what that sister was doing there.
You invited her there to do that. That's what you said.
That's what it was supposed to be for. Right.
Yeah.
Cree starts talking about, how they, started to have a distance between them, and sister gonna chime in talking about things just kind of fell off. I want you to shut up. I'm not sure why she felt like she had any, she's speaking for him.
Right.
She said Ted is my dad. Cree came there to do that. Cree came there.
Cree came there. She knew by saying that she was gonna hit that button.
She was gonna hit him in the place.
But she had been saying it all the time. But anybody know if that ain't your real daddy, you tell your real dad, true or not, that another man is the man. That's a hit to their dang on ego. So she knew exactly what she was doing, but at that point they had made her mad. So
she was mad. And then no girl talked about my stepdad is my stepdad. And this is the man. She was like, from 4 years ago, girl. From 4 years ago.
Girl, stop.
They're fans, the cousin and the sister. Uh-huh. They're fans of Luke.
And then he said, I paid the price to be the boss.
That's funny because you said that, and I'm looking right at this. Says he said he paid the cost to be the boss. What cost?
He's rich. What? Like the stepdad is ain't broke. Like he's taking care of her.
Pitbull, Trina, Trick,
Plies.
Anyway. And then he's not just some dude that just came along, like he was the first love.
He was the first one. She went back. Up and went back to her real love.
So that means that was real before you got there.
Yeah.
The cousin said, He put y'all on his Christmas album.
That was love to him. That was something to him.
You know what that reminds me of?
He said
That
your
reminds
name
me of.
in the song,
Come on.
in the birthday song. So he ain't got to tell you happy birthday because he tell you every time they
The
play.
record. I just play the record. That reminds me of dudes that show up. They show up to watch the baby be born. They take pictures. They take the pregnancy photo. Shout out to Nick Cannon. And then don't be there for the rest of the kid's life. Like you can't show up for the pregnancy photo, watch the baby be delivered, and then and then you ain't there for the for the raising of the child.
He said, I don't know no days.
But he got them on the Christmas album. Man.
Get out of here.
Chris said this is the new live crew. I said she ain't just come up with that one.
Nope.
She knew she was gonna say that.
Yep.
Luke wants his kids to come to him. He doesn't want to he wants them to come to him for Father's Day. He wants them to call him. He's that dude. And if they're not calling him, then he's not. He said he ain't chasing no kids.
Ain't that something?
Wow.
They posted. It's typical though. It's typical.
It's so sad that everything he said sounded like so many others that you know.
And because he got money, he really on a high horse with it.
But the thing is, they be doing so much with other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like showing love, like
she said, the football team and stuff that he had.
Yeah. And then you have all these kids out here talking about how great your dad is, and you're like, really? All right. Because Tony's dad, he went and got him, went to the hills of Tennessee and married Becky and raised her kids, and they had nothing to do with his kids. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that go. And I said that. Sometimes, you just have to accept people for who they are. You can't have an expectation of them being any more than what they are. She's blessed because she had Ted, because not everybody gets that.
Yep.
And I get it's hurtful. Hopefully she got off her chest what she needed to get off her chest. I think she came in there to fire him straight to his face and say, Ted is my dad.
That's what she came in there for.
That's what she came to do, and let them niggas know that they the new live crew.
That's
and
what she came in there to do.
And that's that on that. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel, and drop down in the comments.
All right, y'all. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.